Right now, they are indoctrinating about 80% of American children in government schools, similar numbers around the world. So education is really, in my view, the primary mechanism these evildoers are using to bring about this diabolical agenda. And that's not my opinion. You can just read their documents and you'll see that. If you go to Agenda 21, which I mentioned is the 100-year plan of the UN, the agenda for the 21st century, chapter number 36 deals exclusively with education. And they actually say right in the text of the agreement that it is indispensable for changing people's attitudes. They say it's got to give children the right attitudes, values, beliefs, and behaviors that will be consistent with sustainable development. They say it has to include spiritual education, which, by the way, they mean something very, very different than Christians have traditionally understood. And the same is true with Agenda 2030. If you look at goal number 4, it's dedicated exclusively to education, and it's designed to sound nice and non-threatening. But if you just dig right under the surface, you see very clearly what they're doing. They say that by 2030, all learners, right, there will be no exceptions, all learners will be so indoctrinated, they won't just submit to this agenda. The term that the document actually uses, they'll promote sustainable development, gender equality, which is UN code for smash the patriarchy, destroy the nuclear family. They'll promote human rights, which in UN speak is quite literally the opposite of what Americans have traditionally understood as human rights. Right? In America, our founding fathers said God gave us rights, the right to life, the right to liberty, etc., the right to property. When you look at the UN's own documents on human rights, it's exactly the opposite. Right? You look at the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Who gives you rights? Not God, but government, international agreements. And if government and international agreements gave you alleged rights, well, then, of course, they can take them away. And they spell that out. Article 29 says none of your rights and privileges may be used contrary to the purposes and principles of the UN. So the core of their effort to move humanity in this direction is the indoctrination of children. And so parents, I think, have an enormous responsibility here to protect their children from that indoctrination.